Hello there, viewers. Warm welcome to you on joining the live chat session on My Views and News. Irmias Abdisa is the first one who commented. General Truth is the second one who commented. Thank you for joining, all of you. Can you hear me, viewers? Erythrology says yes. Mesfan Kibru says hi. Abdisalam Ibrahim says yes. Thank you. Elim Gizao joined too. Yes, Elim, you and Klaus were the first, but I think I am on mobile, so that is why maybe Yusuf Kabede joined too. Maybe the messages which I'm getting are not in order. Jabir Siraj here as well. AJ joined too. Let me share a roundup of the today's topics in this live chat. Boss Mire says yes. Welcome, Boss Mire. A new name for me. Boss Mire, relatively, I think, a new participant in live chats. Amharao Tirarao says Sara is excellent. Thank you. He's improving. Simon Tesfaye, what is the status of the MOU? MOU is just MOU. MOU so far is just MOU. LM, yes, infection. Liz Elias joined too. Yes, LM infection is now under control. I'm getting better. Preparing myself for surgery after around 2 weeks. Meanwhile, I'm feeling much better now. So I am in a position to talk to you now to make videos. Nijila Birhane says welcome. Thanks to Allah. Yes, thanks to Allah. It was Allah's help that I managed to recover. Beniam Halis Selassie says Sajid looking sharp. Thank you, Beniam. Just a roundup. Then I'll respond to your comments and I'll speak on the topics. I think how can I send photo of it? Photo of what? You can contact me on my email, sajid672000. If you want to share anything with me, @gmail.com. Just an hour ago, Ethiopian government issued a statement. Someone is asking about vehicle set on fire by Ola. Is Finfine, Addis Ababa being put under siege? Okay, let me speak a little about what Ola is doing. Then I'll share the roundup of today's topics. Yes, Ola has managed to block roads. Caddy fan, welcome. Says, why don't you open a GoFundMe so we can help you? Well, Teddy, Abdi Fatah Deck joined. Let me clarify that. Several viewers contacted me. Say, Sajid, open GoFundMe. We want to send you money. I don't need lots of money for this treatment. Why should I make my illness a source of fundraising? I think it wouldn't be good. Because in the end, we believe that it is our Creator, God, who cures us. If we make our disease a source of fundraising by lying to people, I don't think it will be liked by the Creator who is going to cure us. So I think this is not right. If ever in my life I need money, I won't hesitate from launching a GoFundMe campaign. I trust you. I rely on you. You are wonderful people. But I don't need lots of money now. Whatever I have is enough for me. Healthcare is not cheap here, but still I can manage. That is why no GoFundMe for my illness. Just pray for me. The best contribution is that you pray for me and give me information. And in my absence, give information to Sad. Now, a quick comment on what Ola is doing. Ola definitely has managed to register an impact. Second strike by Ola, roads in Valega, East, West Valega closed, in parts of southern Oromia closed as well, but by force. Ola is implementing the strike by force. It is definitely burning vehicles. Civilian vehicles are being. Abdi Fatah, what was your question? Uh, Ola is implementing the strike by force. It is terrorizing the people, I would say. Yes, some could be supporting Ola voluntarily, but in most areas, Ola is not allowing people to go out. Gulaid joined too. Daniel Hapte says, good to see you again. Thank you, Daniel. Good to see you too. But Ola is showing that it can dictate terms in Oromia. Where is government? So far, the main uh, uh, center of the strike, uh, I think, is Western Oromia, which is Ola's stronghold. Not surprising. Everyone knows that if Ola calls for strike, there'll be strike in Gimbi, maybe in Nakamte too. In Nakam, there was a bomb blast too today. Sarah mentioned in the report. And I confirm that too. Who is behind the bomb blast? Obviously, it was a way of terrorizing people, telling them stay indoors, don't come out. Overall, people are suffering. Government's weakness being exposed. To say that Addis Ababa is being put under siege would be an exaggeration, but Addis Ababa will feel the impact. I mean, if this strike goes on, it means flow of cargo vehicles to Addis Ababa will be totally disrupted. Addis Ababa doesn't produce any crops. It does not produce food. Food comes from outside. How will the people of Addis Ababa survive? Prices will go up. But Ola cannot, I think, continue the strike forever. It will have to. Thank you, Abdi Fatah. I won't hesitate if I need any help. So, Addis Ababa will feel the impact. But I don't think Ola will be able to continue with this strategy. It will have to put an end to the strike because people will suffer. But Ola is showing that it is a force to reckon with in Oromia. That is what I want to say about Ola. Now, a round of news stories. Firstly, I think Ethiopian government today gave a shut up call to TPLF. A long statement issued by the government just an hour ago. Secondly, a protest in Tigray today. And thirdly, Colonel Demeke Zewdu was seen yesterday in Volkayt. Rumors going around about Colonel. What is he doing? He's training militia members, training forces. Details for you in this live chat. I'll speak about the MoU tomorrow. I'll do a detailed video about the MoU. By the way, I did a video about Ethiopia, Eritrea border, Ethiopia, Sudan, Eritrea, Sudan border today. Please do watch this video because I got information from very reliable sources what is happening on Ethiopia, Sudan, Eritrea, Sudan border. Alarming developments there. militarization, weaponization, training camps is being established in Gedaref, in Eritrea. If the war in Sudan continues or if it expands a little, then all should be prepared for a regional war. A lot is happening on Ethiopian border with Sudan, on Eritrean border with Sudan. Do watch this video because we are not covering much what is happening there. We are mostly covering the conflict in Amhara, Oromia, and Ethiopia, Somalia, Somaliland issue. Kira joined after some time. Welcome, Kira. Teddy says, why are you not active on Twitter, meaning updating us? I do tweet sometimes, but not as active as on YouTube. I am not on TikTok, not on Facebook in most cases, not on Telegram too, not on Instagram too. Don't have the time, don't have the team. One man cannot do everything. So that is why I'm not there. I have good following on Twitter, but problem is that channel keeps me busy a lot. So it's difficult to take time out to be on other social media platforms too. Let me start, viewers. Can I start? Aman Vosha, I'm fine. Abujan. Okay. Yesterday we saw that TPLF issued a statement, and TPLF sought the support of Ethiopian nations and nationalities for the implementation of Pretoria deal. No, Samuel, you're right on time. And I said, if you remember, I said that TPLF's request for support from Ethiopian nations and nationalities was an indicator of deficit of trust between the TPLF, Tigray, and Ethiopian federal government. Kidane Birhane joined to a member. Welcome, Kidane. And today it was confirmed. Lily Hale joined to a member. Welcome, Lily. So today it was confirmed when Ethiopian government issued a very long statement, which has been issued basically in response to what TPLF said yesterday. TPLF, in a way, accused federal government that federal government of PM Abiy is not implementing Pretoria deal, and that Tigray is honoring its commitment, but federal government is not honoring its commitment. Indirectly, TPLF accused federal government yesterday, and that is why today federal government's communication ministry issued a very long statement. The statement mentions what Ethiopian government has done so far in Tigray after Pretoria was signed. How much budgetary support was given, how much support in education sector, in health sector was given by Ethiopian federal government, what is happening in terms of progress towards transitional justice mechanism. So federal government clarified its position. It gave a shut up call to TPLF basically. It said that it has given 37 billion birrs to Tigray since the signing of Pretoria deal in November 2022. It has helped in resumption of educational activities, resumption of uh, healthcare operations. But main points are not covered. Statement does not cover the main points. The main points of dispute between Tigray and the federal government or main unresolved issues. For example, withdrawal of Eritrean military, Tigray says its areas are under the occupation of Eritrean military. This statement did not make a mention of any Tigray's territories being under the occupation of Eritrean military. What about the future status of Koram, Malamat, Raya, Volkat, Marasagade? Again, no mention in this statement. What about return of IDPs? No clear timeline mentioned in this statement. Basically, federal government today told TPLF that keep quiet. We are doing more than enough. Do your part and contact international community as well. International community is dragging its feet. Yes, in the statement, the government is asking international community to uh, support the implementation of Pretoria deal, and we know that the National Rehabilitation Commission chief says that it would need hundreds of millions of US dollars to demobilize, reintegrate Tigray fighters. Money is not coming. Federal government does not have this much money. International players, mediators are not giving enough money as well. That is why Pretoria is not being implemented. Very simple. Federal government is saying it has done its part. TPLF should stay, it should keep quiet. International community should play its part. It means that basically deal TPL, the Pretoria deal is not being fully implemented. Uh, who is to blame? Oh, not one party is to blame because I think in varying degrees, all are responsible for this non implementation or slow implementation. Overall, not a good sign for peace and stability and good relations between Tigray region and Ethiopian federal government. Here, see, I'll talk about MOU tomorrow. In detail, I'll do a video. Someone is saying trustworthiness. That's why I am following you. I cannot read the name. Thank you for showing trust in my reporting. So, this level of trust which is eroding between Tigray government and federal government is not good for peace and stability, not in just Tigray, but in entire Ethiopia. Already there are so many problems. Abiy's government is facing multiple challenges from Tigray, from Amhara, from Oromia, from Sudan, from Somalia, and now Tigray is showing its concerns as well. So government is definitely fighting on multiple fronts, and one after the other, it is opening new fronts. It should try to wrap up and resolve issues, but it leaves issues unresolved. It starts new conflicts, and that is why we're seeing no stability, no foreign direct investment coming. There is uncertainty. International donors are hesitant to give a bailout package to Ethiopia. Nisabho says military option might be Tigray's choice. So, no, it's not Tigray's choice. Tigray cannot afford to wage war now. Who will it wage war against? Federal government. Uh, and who will it ally with? I don't see the possibility of a war. I only see people of Tigray suffering. Because in the end, they are suffering. They're not getting enough food. They are dying of hunger. So people of Tigray will suffer, ruling elite will survive. And a story linked to this development is that today there was a protest in Makale, third protest by Tigray's veterans, injured soldiers who fought, ADF members who fought in Tigray war. And this is the third time that they protested today. They're saying that their ration is being reduced. They're not being provided with the necessary medical care. Government is not honoring its commitment, Tigray government. So they protested. Dozens of them, some partially disabled, took to the streets today in Makale. There is frustration in Tigray. These TDF members are frustrated. They say they fought, they lost their limbs for the people of Tigray, for Tigray, and now those who are in power are they have all the benefits, all the perks and privileges of being in power, but people are suffering. TDF members are suffering as well. So this is the situation in Tigray. How can Tigray start a war now? War can only be waged by Tigray if there is unity in Tigray. There was unity in Tigray in 2020, or TPLF back then managed to create unity. That unity is missing now. That is why I don't see a war coming. I see only suffering, aggravate, suffering of people in Tigray. Abdirahman says, Sajid, what happened at UN Security Council meeting? Why do all rob bank, burn vehicles? Any idea, Sajid? Bonnie Tube says, well, they burn vehicles because they want to implement the strike call. They want to prove that they are the real, they are the government in Oromia. They rob banks, maybe because it's a source of earning for them. By the way, Fano is also collecting taxes. It is also threatening businessmen. Businessmen are paying taxes to Fano. Businesses in Oromia paying taxes to Ola. That is how all armed groups operate mainly. I forgot the other question. One was about Ola, and the other was about UN Security Council meeting. Yes. Tahir Ibrahim, hi Sajid, how are you? I'm fine, Tahir. UN Security Council meeting was basically a closed door meeting. So officially, we don't know what happened. Or no official word from the UN. So it's difficult to say what happened. I think what Ethiopia is saying officially, maybe that is what it said at the UN Security Council as well, that it respects Somalia's territorial integrity and sovereignty. Aspire says, please talk about India and Pakistan issue. Those who make such comments, actually, they want to divert me. They're not interested in learning about India, Pakistan issue because there are lots of people reporting about this issue. They want to stop me from reporting about Ethiopia. I won't stop you from reporting about India, Pakistan. I will listen to you. If you have any knowledge, if you have any channel, please do your research and share the link with me of your video. Let me work on Ethiopia. Muhammad Vaira says, hi Sajid, how are you? I'm fine. So different accounts of different accounts of what happened at the UN Security Council meeting are being shared. We don't know what actually happened there. Did Ethiopia give any commitment there that it would recognize Somaliland as a country? If Ethiopia gave a commitment to UN Security Council that it won't recognize Somaliland as a country, then it's a big news. We don't know. We don't know. Peace and love, you're not late. I'm here. So we don't know what happened at the UN Security Council meeting. Uh, Coming days are crucial, by the way. We'll see. I think 2 days ago, Somaliland President Musi Abdi made it very clear. He said that simultaneously the deal will be signed. The signing, the commitment, the actions will be simultaneous. Ethiopia will gain access to sea in Somaliland, and in return, Ethiopia will recognize Somaliland as a country. It will happen at the same time. That is what uh, Musi Abdi said 2 days ago in an interview. If Ethiopia has given a commitment, it won't recognize Somalia as a country. It means that MOU cannot be implemented. But I am not sure that Ethiopia has given such a commitment to UN Security Council. Ethiopia won't give such a commitment to UN Security Council, I think. But I don't want to share any rumors, any unconfirmed accounts of what happened in the UN Security Council. Overall, it was not a full scale UN Security Council open public meeting. I think some discussions were held and no resolution passed. So nothing is binding on Ethiopia. It's not that UN Security Council has passed a resolution which is binding on Ethiopia now. No. That is why maybe Somalia will have to do more. If Somalia wants international pressure on Ethiopia, it will have to do lobbying for another meeting of UN Security Council, which ends with a resolution, binding resolution, which Ethiopia cannot go against, which won't happen, by the way. What would you do if you were in Tigray leadership's shoes, Sajid Kira says? Well, Kira, I think they are taking too much time to resolve their internal issues. I think they should have learned by now that Tigray should be different. They fought for the rights. That is what they were saying. Now they're not giving the rights to opposition parties. What Sadkan proposed, I think, should have been followed. He proposed the roadmap to transparent election. His proposal was not implemented. I would support democratic reforms in Tigray, political space to opposition parties, and then uh, focus on how to alleviate the suffering of the people. But they are so much focused on resolving their party matters that their attention has been diverted from their main issues. This is the time that military, TPLF, interim government, opposition parties all join hands and sit with their people. But they are sitting in Makale doing some reshuffling, and it had been ongoing for months, and still we don't know what happened at the meeting. Overall, people are disappointed. Someone is correcting me, says Fano is not taxing, it is levying royalty. B Harman is asking question about what is the best strategy to bring peace between Ethiopia and Somalia. Best strategy is dialogue. Yeah, Mohammed Abdullah, it's cold here, but it was very cold a few days ago. Weather getting better a little, I think. Uh, Solution is dialogue, but uh, is there any possibility of reconciliation between Ethiopia and Somalia? That can be debated, but solution will only come at the table. Otherwise, their statements could lead to some escalation. military escalation, maybe. Both countries cannot afford a war. So let's hope that Somalia shows flexibility. Ethiopia slows down the implementation of MoU. It does not sign the deal and talks start. That is the way forward, I think. And maybe some solution can be found at the table. So far, Somalia says no talks with Ethiopia. Ethiopia says it won't withdraw from the MoU. While land says no withdrawal from MoU. How can solution be found? What flexibility? Ethiopia wants to annex our land, someone is saying from Somalia. Come on. Uh, I think problem is what happened decades ago between these countries. People don't forget past, and sometimes past clouds our present and future, which makes sense. Uh, Having a military base in Somaliland does not mean that Ethiopia would annex Somalia's territory. How many military bases are operating in Djibouti? Can we say Djibouti has been annexed by Saudi Arabia, by China, by US? There has been a military base, US military base in uh, Eritrea as well. I think Somalia has a military base too in a Turkish military base. Can we say that Turkey has annexed Somalia's territories? So I think I always say that this Ethiopian desire to gain access to sea should be seen as a business opportunity by neighboring countries. They should earn money from Ethiopia. Ethiopia will pay them. Ethiopia is a landlocked country. Why are you wasting this opportunity? Uh, Ethiopia will have to give something to the country which will host Ethiopian imports and exports. Djibouti earned from Ethiopia, but I think past is the main problem. What happened in the past? They say Ethiopia annexed Somalia's territories. Can he annex Somalia's territories? So, though what happened in the past is clouding a purely business deal between Ethiopia and neighboring countries. Lastly, viewers, Colonel Demeke Zewdu was seen yesterday. Colonel Demeke Zewdu fought for years. He is head of Amhara Identity Restoration Committee. During TPLF era, EPRDF era, he was arrested, put in prison too. Then during Tigray war, he led his forces from the front, and his fighters entered uh, Western Zone, Humera Vulkai, Sagade. And then we heard rumors. People spread rumors as if Colonel Demeke Zewdu had been told to leave Vulkai to Humera Sagade, and federal government was preparing to hand over the area to Tigray. No, Demeke Zewdu is still there. He's deputy head of the region, of the zone. And yesterday he was seen in Volkayet training militia members and police members. By the way, some Fano groups, some Fano activists are criticizing Colonel Demeke Zewdu. They're calling into question Colonel Demeke Zewdu's loyalty. They say that Demeke Zewdu is in secret alliance with the Prime Minister of Ethiopia or federal government. My understanding is that Demeke Zewdu is only concerned about Volkayt Marasag. He's not concerned about Valaga. He's not concerned about Gujam. He he will fight, I think, if 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 Volkayt Marasag they are given to Tigray. So far, federal government and Tigray are not on one page. As I spoke at the start of this live chat, there are serious issues between the two sides. So that is why Demeke Zewdu is there. He's in charge of territory. Once federal government tells Demeke Zewdu to leave Meravulkai Sagade, we could see serious escalation. Sadiq is telling us we Somalis must talk to Ethiopia. This man is a joke. Okay, don't talk. I am giving my views. I'm expressing my views. I cannot force anyone. I have no influence on policy making in Ethiopia or Somalia. I am just sharing my understanding because people are asking me, what do you think, Sajid? So I'm expressing my views. Uh, it's up to the governments to decide what to do. Because 37 minutes have passed. I think we should end this live chat session. I think my stamina is getting better now. Around 40-minute long live chat today. I used to do live chats for an hour. Gradually, I think reaching this 1 hour period. Uh, Thank you for joining, viewers. We talked mainly about the deficit of trust between the federal government and TPLF or Tigray interim government today, as the federal government issued a statement 2 hours ago. Secondly, protest in Tigray by Tigray veterans who say that the government interim government of Tigray is not honoring its commitment. Thirdly, we talked about Colonel Demeke Zewdu, who is still there in Volkayt. He's in charge there. Thank you, General Truth. I hope you will get better soon. Iskan says, thank you, Iskan. Stay blessed. 40 minutes pass. Thank you, viewers. So let's end this live chat. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow with new topics, with new videos and live chat. Thank you. Stay blessed. Bye bye.